Microsoft visited our campus for hiring interns, and there I think approximately there were 250 students that were sitting in the placements, and I was selected as one of the interns. And so I think we can discuss what the process and interview process and how many rounds and all that. But I just wanted to go through the journey. Like after getting selected, I was an intern, and there also I applied all the skills that I had, and I pushed through. And fortunately, again, I got the full-time offer.
First of all, welcome Joban for this Mentor Talk series where we invite a lot of different influential figures and mentors on Preplaced to share their insights. So today we'll like to cover your career journey and also get a lot of insights and advice from you based on your experience. This might help a lot of people who are preparing out there and probably struggling or need some type of support. So first of all, to start with, before we delve into your mentorship style and different advices, can you quickly sort of give a small introduction about you and about your career journey so far?
Sure, Sahil. First of all, like I would, even before my introduction, I would like to thank you and Preplaced for inviting me for this session. And I think these kind of sessions were really helpful for me when I was preparing, and I think I can provide some value to the students, and hopefully we'll have a great discussion. So coming to my intro. So hi everyone, I am Joban. I am currently working at Microsoft. I have been working at Microsoft for the past 2 years, and before that I graduated from NIT Jalandhar in Electronics and Communication Engineering. Before joining Microsoft as full-time, I was a summer intern as well at Microsoft itself. I got a return offer, fortunately, and now, as I said, I'm working at Microsoft for the past 2 years. And yeah, looking forward to this discussion.
So how did you end up basically in Microsoft then, from being an electronics engineer?
Yeah, great question. Actually, to be really honest, if I'm being really 100% sure, from my class 12th itself, I was pretty sure I want to go into CS, and but unfortunately, my rank was not that high that I could not got CS in my college, and there was some pressure from my parents as well to stay like close to home. So I'm from Jalandhar itself, so it was my hometown, and so I had only a few options left to me, and I thought of as a hybrid approach where I talked to some seniors, and they like told me like electronics is good enough branch if you want to get into CS, and companies in general, product-based companies like Microsoft, Amazon, and Google, etc., they don't differentiate between branches as long as you have the core skills. And so from that point itself, I was pretty clear like it's okay, I'm not getting CS. But I had that grit in me and that determination in me that I can study beyond my curriculum, college curriculum, and study the CS fundamentals. And that's what I did. And from the first year itself, I think every college in their first year course, they have the C programming language. And so I started basically from C programming language, and I had an idea in my mind that I really love CS, but when I started programming, that idea it was even grounded in me even more. Like I started to love programming even more and more. And then I was pretty clear by the end of first semester that yes, I want to do this. And then I did not like stop. I started with data structures, and then like algorithms, the DA chapter, and all that operating systems and everything. I started covering one by one, and so from there, I think again, fortunately, my college is a decent college, and a lot of companies started visiting our college. And end of second year, Microsoft visited our campus for hiring interns, and there, I think approximately there were 250 students that were sitting in the placements, and I was selected as one of the interns. And so I think we can discuss what the process and interview process and how many rounds and all that. But I just wanted to go through the journey. Like after getting selected, I was an intern, and there also I applied all the skills that I had, and I pushed through. And fortunately, again, I got the full-time offer. And yeah, that is kind of my journey in short. Where from the past 2 years now, I've been working. So for past 1 year, I was working on Microsoft Teams, which is like one of the biggest chat application out there, like with 300 million active users. And recently, I started working on Microsoft Azure, the cloud offering of Microsoft. And yeah, so far I'm loving it. And yeah, that's pretty much the journey till now.
How did you even go about it? Because it's like open-ended.
Yeah, actually, pretty much I studied my own, because I think if you go back to 2017-18, right, when I was in my first year, second year, the number of resources, online resources, were very less compared to the number of resources we have in today, right? Even the YouTube, and on YouTube there were not that many good courses. So I had to struggle. To be honest, like I had to go through all the books, figure out myself which book is working for me, which book is not working for me, and then from there I took some help from professors as well, from my CS professors. But also I think one thing which gets overlooked a lot is the friend group that you have. If you guys are having a good friend group which share your aim, and that can help you a lot, right? They can be your best teachers, your friend. And so my friends were also really into getting into the product-based company. So they also tried some resources. We shared each other, like what resources are working, what are not working. But in a nutshell, yeah, it was basically books and some online resources like Geeks for Geeks and all that, standard resources, Elite Code and all, nothing fancy. But I think in today's world, there is tons of resources and students get lost in that. But I think the basic, if you follow, basics doesn't change, and it hasn't changed over the years. And if you follow these basic resources, I think it's sufficient in today's age as well.
Got it. Obvious question in this might be that what happened to your CGPA?
Yeah.
Like what if you were just doing CS? So because a lot of people who might watch this might have a doubt that, okay, I am an electronics student, I want to go into CS, and if I start CS, what happens to my electronics? So
electronics, yeah.
were you managing your, because finally at the end of the placements, your GPA would also matter to some extent.
Exactly. Yeah. So true. That's a very good question. Actually, I think a lot of students get this misconception that CGPA doesn't matter, but it does. It's a reality, and numbers do matter. And so whatever you say, it does matter at the end of the day. And I also made sure that I am at a place where no company should reject me because of my CGPA. And it happened to a lot of my friends that they were dropped from the placement process of a specific company because they were 1 point less in CGPA. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that hurt them a lot. Like just because of 0.1 percentage, they were not considered, even though they were great programmers, great CS fundamentals. But because of that one number, you got dropped. So that should not happen, I think. And it's not that difficult if you get your time management skills at a level where you know that what your priorities are and how to. And after 1 or 2 semesters, you'll get the hang of it, like how to pass examination, how to get grades. And one thing that a lot of students, that one mistake that a lot of students makes is that they start their college and they are fully diving into the CS from the first year itself, and they get off track from their actual electronic subjects. Whereas in the initial semesters, scoring is the easiest, right? And your first and second semesters are your +2 base only. And if you just focus for a bit, you can score above 8, above 9 easily. And once you have that initial GPA with you, it will help you a lot throughout your degree, because those initial semesters have the highest weightage in your GPA, right? And after that, it's like it gets easier and easier to like maintain a GPA. And I would say 7.5 and 8 is a safe range to be, but above 8 should be the target. And if you, and for specifically for me, I had to study for electronics as well. It's not like I was not interested in electronics, but if you will give me a choice, I'll select CS for sure. So that was the case for me. It was not like I was grudgingly attending lectures. It was interesting. Electronics is what makes CS possible. So that's why it's not like it was all a waste. But yeah, at the last year of my degree, when I knew I had a job in my hand, it was a bit difficult to study subject which would not help me going forward. But you'll make terms with it, and it's okay. And it's for sure it's difficult if you are not from a CS branch. But once you do that hard work, it will help you a lot throughout your life. Right? The work ethic that you'll develop, it will stay with you.
Got it. So, in your case, when you got an offer from Microsoft, was it like a PPO offer through your internship, or did you sit for placements again in your final year?
Yeah, so no, it was not a separate offer for placements. So as I said, in my starting of third year, Microsoft visited a campus specifically to hire interns, and they hired us. And then we had a summer intern in the summer break of the third year, where we interned. We had actually 10 students, I think, in total. And there itself, they judge you on your overall performance in your internship. And based on that, if they want to take any additional interview, they will. If they don't think that it's not required, they will not. It all depends on the feedback of your mentor or your manager and how you performed in your project, and it depends on that. And ultimately, what your performance was, you will be given a return offer, PPO. And it happens sometimes you are rejected because there were some headcount issues, and you will given another chance in your final year where the recruiter will reach out to you saying that, hey, your internship was very good, but we did not give you an offer because of this decision, and you can sit again for the placement. So a lot of cases happens but in my case, I got a return. Yes.
Got it.